Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Crafters TV. It is Creative Cravings because it is Wednesday, of course, and Creative Cravings is where we go back to basics. We all learn loads, we all share ideas, share all of our questions. We do our best to get them answered for you, because this is that one chance in the week where we really take it back to basics for you. If you are a more experienced crafter, absolutely, there's still going to be hints, tips and techniques that you pick up over the course of the next couple of hours. Now, I'm not going to be doing the education. I've got the Queen of the World herself here. Sara's here with me. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm going to take that accolade. The Queen of the World. Is that right, Joe? The Queen of the World. It is,
absolutely. Just don't tell Leanne.
Oh, don't tell Leanne. Oh, yes. And then when she's in, she'll be the Queen of the World. You know what he's like? He just plays us all like a fiddle. Can I just say, it is a privilege to be here with you doing Creative Cravings. This is one of our top spot shows of the week, and I think it's because right at the moment we are getting thousands of new people getting into craft. So what we're doing, we're focusing on obviously Papercraft. Through the midweek shows are all about our Papercraft stuff. We are going to be going back to basics, and I'm going to be showing you some of the really simple stuff and how to make some awesome simple cards. Now, I've decided to do things a little bit different this week. I've planned all of my basic techniques and demos using one of my favourite signature collections that I've ever done. What about learning how to do these? We'll do this in the show. What about learning how to make these sorts of projects here? I'm going to show you this first in the show. This is a whole little crafty book. How awesome are these, Joe? We're going to be doing all of this, okay? This is all using the Crafty Fun collection. So I know it's a little bit different. So usually on Creative Cravings, we try and bring a little bit from a lot of our different ranges, because the Crafty Fun has so much in it. It's got embossing folders, it's got stamps, it's got papers, it's got toppers, it's got embellishments. We can do all the techniques that I would want to teach you using that one collection, right? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to focus on Crafty Fun. Hopefully a lot of you will have this, so you'll know exactly what to do with it. This was released just a matter of weeks ago. I think it was back in January? Yes, it's literally been out a couple of months. So hopefully a lot of you will have this and can craft along with me. We'll be providing a lot of inspiration for what you've already got. But for those of you that haven't had the chance to pick up this range, the good news is we have the whole range in stock. We can't say that very often about signature collections. We brought very deep stocks in because we knew this was going to be one of the biggest Sara signatures we'd ever done, because you are crafters. So we've got the whole range in stock. What Joe and I have planned for you today is we put little bundles together based on each craft, and then we've done it if you want to buy all of the bundles. If you are a little bit like me and you dip into every craft and you want a little bit of everything, we've done a really affordable bundle to give you not everything in the collection, but some of every craft in the collection with an awesome freebie thrown in. Go on, I'll let Joe walk you through it as I get ready for the first demo.
Absolutely, I'll take you through all of the Crafty Fun collection in just a moment. We're going to start off though with our hero tool. We always bring you a hero tool on Creative Cravings, and this week it is an absolute must-have essential. It is our scissors, our 9-inch scissors that we're looking at here, and these are fantastic. They are super sharp. They've actually got measurements on the blade, which makes so much sense. They're wonderful for cutting paper and fabric, and you can actually go between paper and fabric. They've got a non-stick grip on them as well, so any sticky stuff just comes off. Go and have a look at the reviews for these on our website, because people absolutely rave about them. $13.50 in the UK, $21 if you're in the US, but it'll only hold that price for 24 hours, which is fantastic. So we're going to kick things off with all things crafty fun, and we're going to have a look firstly at the Papercraft collection. Now these are fantastic because you've got a bit of a mixed bag in here, which is fantastic. There are lots of different smaller collections, so this is a great chance, because of course this is our sort of not beginners show, but maybe it's you haven't been into craft all that long, maybe you're trying a craft for the first time, then this is a fantastic opportunity for you to branch out. So lots of different options, or you can go for a larger collection as well. So we'll start with the first one, which is the Papercraft collection. You're going to firstly receive this one, just here, which is, let me just grab this one for you first. It's this one here. So what I've got here is the Sealed with Love, and this is going to allow you to make all of these gorgeous envelopes. You just saw Sara? So I've got a friend's dentures in today, I think. You just saw Sara showing you there one of those lovely projects made using this. So you've got this included. Just to remind you guys, as well as having the bundles on the show, everything's on the show individually as well on the website. So if you do want to pick and choose, absolutely you can. We've also got the Crafty Friends embossing folder. Now it's this gorgeous embossing folder that you got in the back just here. I'll just show you what it looks like, because you can really see from the folder itself exactly what you're going to get from that. Remember, Crafty Fun is one of our most recent collections, and it's not often we have all of the collection in stock. You're going to get a gorgeous stencil. It's the Made with Love stencil. Now this has been glitter pasted. How gorgeous is that? Really lovely. Think about using this on fabric as well, spritzing and spraying through it, getting all your mousses and pastes through there. And you've got some accent and frame dies in this first collection as well. So should be $30.96 in the UK or $40.80 in the US. However, £20 or $30. That's what all of these individual collections are. Now we've got some a wonderful sewing collection next for you. Some really quirky dies in here. So you've got this one here. Firstly, this one is Sewing Machine. I don't know what gave that. I don't know where they got the name from there. Do you? Sewing Machine is that one you've got there. Really gorgeous. You've then got Craft Box, which is this one here. Love this. Lots of little embellishments, stamps and dies, which is wonderful. Stamp that imagery out and then die cut it out. All of these just £20, which I think is amazing. You've got also the embroidery hoop dies. Now, this is where I know all of you crafters are so savvy, because what you'll do is you'll cut that top bit of the die off, and they're nesting circles. So definitely two ways in which you can use these. And you've also got you've got the stamp with the sewing machine. So pretty, which is very similar to the die cut element. And then you've got this wonderful going dotty, this beautiful stencil. You can use the stencil as an embossing folder, of course, as you can with all of our stencils, which is fantastic. So that is your sewing collection that you've got just there. The next one we've got for you is the Artists collection, which is just fantastic. Let me grab this and take you through it. Now you've got the Artists palette. There's a lot of fabulous finished cards that we've got using this die set, because there's loads of fun that you can have with playing around with inserting the colours back into here, getting things like your glossy accents, maybe using your pigment inks and your embossing powders as well. Loads you're going to be able to do with this one. Maximum craftability there. You've then got this one here, which is the Stylish Stationery, which is going to allow you to create wonderful stationery. And then you've also getting in here as well Tools of the Trade, which is this one here. It's another one of those beautiful stamp and die sets. So you've got your pot to have your pens, you've got your ruler, got your glitter pen, you've got your brush in there as well. That's not where we end though. The value is amazing on these small collections. You consider, guys, that this is a really recent collection. You've then got the traditional trellis stencil in there again. This has been used to ink through, of course, perfect for that. Also, there's lots of samples we've got where this has been used again as an embossing folder. £20 to get all of that is fantastic. That's over a quarter you're saving on what is essentially a new collection. One more of the smaller collections to tell you about. Then this one here is your knitting collection. So you've got in here, this one, you've got your Knit and Natter, which is gorgeous, your little knitting die in there. You've also got Stitched with Love, which is that one there. Now we're also going to include this one, Needles and Yarn, which is gorgeous. Really nice big size on that die there. You've also got a cut and emboss folder in here, which is fantastic, which is this one here with the buttons. That's loads of fun. So that's a one-pass wonder. And then what you've also got as well is the Crafty Notions sort of embossing border, I guess is what I'd call that. Again, just £20 or $30 to get all of that, which is brilliant. Now, I know a lot of our super fans will immediately be saying, well, you know, I didn't get this when it first launched. I'm going to get absolutely all of it. And if you do want to go for all of it, details are on your screen here. £80 or $120. And what you get included then, we give you an extra bonus. This is worth £15 or $20, and you'll get this caddy included. So this could be a caddy to fill with all of the elements from your artistry collection, or from your papercraft collection, or from your knitting collection. It's something that you're going to be able to use across all 4 of the smaller collections. You're saving 40% when you get it in this configuration. £55 is your saving in the UK, $65 is your saving in the US. Now, we're going to go back to Sara in just a second to crack on with the demonstrations. Before we do though, already I can hear you're on the website for these next 2 items, because loads of you will have gone for the Crafty Fun collection, but the consumable element is our 12x12s and our 6x6 paper pads. Now, these are available in the show for you. Look at this beautiful imagery and artwork that you've got within these pads. I'll just grab a price for that. I've got the price just here. So if you want to go for the 12x12 paper pad, $12.99 in the UK, $19.95 if you're in the US to get that one. And I know a lot of you will also be coming back to stock up on the 6x6. So exactly the same designs that you've got there, but in the 6x6 size there, as you can see. So definitely grab that one as well. We've got it. The 6x6 paper pad is $5.99 in the UK, $9.95 if you're in the US. Loads of you I know that bought the main collection will want to stock up on these consumable elements. There's more paper stock for you, card stock as well on the website. Every single thing in every collection is available individually as well. So you want to try anything, then absolutely you can. Head over to the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu to see everything that is in this show. There is a 5 in 5 coming up later. I've got my horn out ready, don't you worry about that. Let's just quickly pop over. Astrid, I might have just had a little video call with Astrid between shows. More to come on that in the next couple of weeks. She says the paper's lush, the collection is just perfect. I can see Tammy's in from San Diego. Anne, Anne's in the building. Anne, it's 5 in 5 day. I'm going to have my horn out for you later. I know you're excited. And also, Diane saying, I want everything. I'm a dressmaker, but started crafting after watching Sara in October. How fantastic. Great whether you want to just try this or you want to jump right in and get the whole collection. I'm going to go back to these comments. I know Sara has got loads to share with you.
Yes, I'm going to go through some of those, some of the nice finished cards that our team have made and just walk you through what we've made before I start on the first demo. So I just had to go and pull all of these based on what Joe said. Do you know what might be easier? If I put them in front of me, should I do that? And we'll have a look at them on the overhead camera. Yes, look at that. This is the paint palette. I think we might have a go at this later, Joe. I think it might be a lovely idea to do this because you can do your little paint splatters, but you get the brush in here as well. Now, don't just think of it as being these colours, because how good do they look? Right. All those backgrounds I've been teaching you with all the different colouring mediums. Make your splattery backgrounds and then do the matching paint palette to go with it. I just think that paint palette for all the colouring shows we've been doing recently, how fantastic is that going to be? This is one of those Z fold cards because we've got all crafts in here. So we've got, just to be honest, I love to craft. I just think that's brilliant. Eat, sleep, craft, repeat. How cute are these little sayings? And there's so many of us at the moment, whether it's the knitting or if you did this with the crochet instead. We have the big wool and we have the crochet hook, because I know Joe's big crochet fans. You could be doing it for Joe with the crochet. I'm just showing you the ones. This is that artist palette. How good's this? It's been done on some printed wood effect cardstock. Isn't that lovely? And this onto acetate. Come on, how cute's that? Acetate, just coloured so that it looks like an acetate jar. So it just shows you, you could be taking these, you can be doing them at any level. Yes, I might show you how to do those Z fold cards again today, if you want to learn how to do this sort of technique, because it is Creative Cravings, which means we're taking it right back down to basics. Everything I show you today, I'm going to show you from scratch. I'm going to show you how to do these. How cute's this with the little paper clips on. These are paper clips, they're not real paper clips, and the proper little tear pad. This is so cute. Oh, you know I said about the crochet? Here's the crochet, Joe. So I could make this one for you. This would be a perfect card for you. You've got the little wool and the love. There's your eat, sleep, craft, repeat. That is us at the moment, Joe, isn't it? That is me and you every day. Oh, one of them little metal embellishments on there as well.
Ours is like eat, sleep, Craft, repeat.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about good. Right, loads of samples. Oh, embroidery. Joe, we did some embroidery the other day, didn't we? Oh, how cute are the little embroidery hooks. And you can be doing the little cross-stitch pieces on here as well. You can. These are stamped. And then look at this one. Oh, I hope I might get a chance to show you this one later. This is actually a card, but with the acetate. Oh yes, acetate sealed in between. How cute's that? In fact, I'm going to put that to one side. Should we have a go at making that later? Yeah, we'll try. Do you know, I'm being a little bit optimistic on how much we're going to get done in this show. But I've got 2 hours, all with one of my favourite collections. Now, I did say I wanted to show you. This book is super simple to create, and that is what we're going to do first of all. Okay, so I'm going to just show you how we can be creating our own little notebook. So, start off, you're going to need a bit of craft card. So, I've got some craft card here, and we're going to use that cut and emboss folder. So, this has got your cutting built into it, so it's got a die built into the inside. Now all of these cut and emboss folders are 5 by 7 inches, so watch what I'm going to do. Bring in the tool and I'm just going to put the score line at 5 inches. But then what I am going to do is I'm going to score 1 to the left, 1 to the right, so that we can do this. Can you see what I'm doing there? And then if I take this round, I'm going to score, so if that's it, let's have a look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it. So if I fold it to the middle one here, I'm going to trim this to 5 inches wide. So I'm going to go 5 inches wide here, so it's the same as the embossing folder. And it's 5 by 7, so let's just make sure we've got it the same height as the embossing folder. There we go. It's going to go down there. So that should be the same size as our embossing folder. That's all I've done. But then also, I've essentially folded little bits either side. So here we go. Less haste, more speed is the trick with these. So can you see we're just getting that nice and folded and then creasing that over as well, so that we have like a bit of a book spine. And you see we've got that book spine going on just there. Oh, it's quite thick, this craft card actually. It's well, of course it is. It's awesome quality. It's our craft card. Now, is that going to be the right size for the front of our embossing folder? Yes, let's have a look there. Yes, that's going to be perfect. Right, so, because I did fold it, silly Sarah, when we put it in the machine, I did cut it to, instead of 5 inches, instead of the middle line, I used the side line. But never mind, it's going to show you the technique. So I wrap this. This is my little book now. You can see that spine lovely on the camera there. I'm going to wrap this around the front panel. So can you see? So we get all those buttons all the way around the front. And then because this is a regular embossing folder, Joe, what you do is you take your 2 regular plates, and if you want a bit of an extra deep emboss, which I like to, I always pop my extra metal plate in here. And then, by the way, it's going to clunk. So if we just slightly twist it like this, you won't get the clunk as we send it through the machine. Right.
Wonderful. Loads of you tuning in saying hello this morning. I can see Kirsten's here in Ida Oberstein in Germany. Good morning. Oh, no, good afternoon. Morning, though, from a beautiful Colorado for Julia. Kelly's in Michigan. Barb's in Texas. Jeffrey's in New Hampshire. Mary is saying hi. Sharon's in Virginia. We're, that was almost, you had me squared.
Yeah, it was double Joe. I'm like, I would love
just
to know what he's done to
safe,
deserve that.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the craft room, there's 2 of me there. That's all you need. Keep getting any questions that you've got in. Should we do a craft clinic for this show, Sara?
I think that would be lovely to do a craft clinic, Joe.
Fantastic. Any questions at all, get them into us and we'll do our best to answer them. I see every single one of your comments, so get those questions in for me over on Facebook. Any pictures of anything you want to share with us as well, great show to do that too. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send those pictures into, and we'll put them all up. It's going to be a fun couple of hours this afternoon here.
Do you know what I'm going to do, Joe? I'm just going to do that one more time with my card cut to exactly the right size, okay?
Okie doke.
Because I don't want it, and instead of folding it over, I'm just going to fold it over the edge there. All right, let's send it through, because I want my buttons to be perfect in the middle. If we're going to do it, we might as well do it right, mightn't we? So
There's a song in there somewhere.
Yeah. You can see it. I'm not
I love a bit of George Michael.
So I did it. Let me show you. I did it. It looks good, but look, my buttons are coming off the edge a little bit. And I thought, if we're going to do it, let's just take that extra couple of seconds and get it done right. Because do you know what? It's just one piece of card. There, you see.
Carolyn's saying that your hair and nails look amazing. Sara.
Oh, don't look too close at the nails. They're ready for a redo tonight. And look, we were inking all morning. So now I've got turquoise all around the sides of my pink. So yes, we'll be redoing them tonight. And the hair, do you want to see the updo? There it is. Look, it's coming on all right, isn't it? Yeah, got a special spray. Got a special spray. You just spritz it on in the morning before I do all of my, before I do any of my getting ready for the morning, and then it looks great. Right, are you ready? I'm going to get my ink pad. So I'm going to get a couple of our browns out. So I've got Seal Brown and Friar Brown here, right? And we're just going to take a little bit of ink on the base here. So I'm going to use my blending tool, and I'm just going to pick this up. So we've got plenty of it on here. I'm using the square ones because we've got a nice square folder. And I'm just going to pick it up and ink around it. And all this does is make your book look a lot more genuine and realistic. So I'm just going to keep doing that, Joe. Plenty of ink on all the way around. Look what a difference it's making to that now. Yes, yes, this is it. This is the look here.
Now, I thought we would... I didn't think I'd be giving you any stock updates in this show, Sara, because... You know, it's like, it's a fairly new collection.
It's a new collection,
like
we've got loads of it.
Or anything like that. Yes, we're giving you on a great deal on what is, is fairly new stock. However, wrong I was, because we've had such a busy start to the show. Already 10% of the stock of the Buy the Collection has sold out and gone. So it's very, very busy on that. I'll keep you abreast of the situation as we go through the show. Robin saying all the cards look awesome. I have to agree with you, Robin. Delaney, that was who it was. So you know when you can't read your own handwriting sometimes, that's where I'm at this afternoon. She has the whole collection and loves it. Anna says, it might be my mind, but when Joe says he will have his horn out later, I can't help but chuckle. I have no idea what you mean, Anna. And Susan says, I need not want this collection. I think you're not alone there, Susan. That's looking beautiful with the ink over the craft card there. What
a difference though, Joe, right? So 2 minutes ago it looked like a plain piece of card like this. Now we've got this. And is there anything that says I am a crafty background like that?
No.
Right? That is yelling out, I am the perfect crafty background for you. Now I'm just going to get a little bit, just going to get myself cleaned up, keeping as we're going, right? Now, here's the thing. Please, please, please get that 12 by 12 paper pad, because we brought loads of stock in of it this time, but it is a beautiful pad. It's nice, lovely springtime designs, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to choose a couple of really nice... Oh, I do like that one. I do like that one. Do you know? Oh, right. Let's have a sheet of that one. Yes, because if we're going full on, we get now a craft on with this one. We're going to need that, so I'm going to get a sheet of that one. What's going to go nicely with? They're all going to go nicely with it, aren't they? If we're using it as background sheets, I think we'll use some of the paler ones. Oh, I like that polka dot. Oh yeah, we'll use a sheet of the polka dotty one, because I'm going to show you how we can ink these up as well. So we'll take a few sheets and just get the few sheets lined up. So I'm showing you everything. Now I've seen everything. Let's go back through and choose the ones that I want. I do like the bit. Yes, I do like. Let's have a little bit of flowers going on, and you'll see they've all got the same undertone of the same base colour. So it's up to you to pick as many sheets as you want to go in your book. Let's have that nice turquoise, bringing it all together. I won't get too carried away, right, with my sheets in my book. And all you're going to do is I'm going to bring these in. And I'm going to score these at, let's have a look, I'm going to score them at the 5-inch mark and fold them in half. Yes, because they're going to be 5 inches wide, aren't they? So we're going to score them at 5 inches, all of them, and then they can go inside our book. Joe, this is going to be a first for me. I've never made a book live on our shows.
You've never made one live?
No, I've done loads of cards, but I've never made a book. How nice is it? We're going to be doing a book a little bit different.
Wow. Okay, fair enough. Anne-Marie says, can you, Sara, show us how to make envelopes for unusual shaped cards? Now, was it yesterday we had the Enveloboxer on? And you did loads of chatter, didn't we, about different shaped cards, different sort of size boxes as well. So definitely go back to yesterday's show. It was in the morning. No, it wasn't in the morning, was it?
I'm trying to think.
It was Monday.
It was Monday, Joe. Yes, it was Monday.
So
because yesterday morning was softer side. You see, we do all of our softer stuff on a Tuesday. But yes, Monday I did do. That's where I showed you the techniques for the envelopes with the Embella Box Creator on there. And I've asked them. Do you want to see what we did make? Because I think it's still under here. We did a 3D Embella box. This is what we did on Monday's show, if you want to go back and re-watch it. So I did 3/4 of an inch deep, and I showed you how to cut an aperture onto it as well. So that's the technique if you want to go back and watch. So you just go and watch Monday's masterclass.
Yep, you'll find it over on the website under the Crafters TV section. Evelyn says she has this pad, not talked herself into using it yet. Maybe you could get another one today, and then it'll be a one-to-stroke, one-to-use situation. I know a lot of you have that sort of relationship with your card pads. Kirsten is saying, got the paper pads as well. I love all your paper and cardstock. I love this collection as well. So thrilled for this show. Thank you, says Mary. So you guys are absolutely loving it. Is that the small guillotine you've got there?
It is the small guillotine,
might be coming up in the 5 in 5 later.
No way.
I know a lot of the stock has already gone. I was just having a look how busy it was. Let me just double check. Half the stock of the guillotine is already gone before we've even got to it. So you'll want to maybe shop ahead for that 5 in 5.
Right, I'm just making sure that these are all the same size. There we go. And those I'll keep for another little mini book. And then we'll get these here and trim them all to the same height that way as well. Oh, just 2 at a time, Sarah. Although my guillotine can cope with all of these, let's just get them perfect. So I'm just cutting these to 5 inches, 5 by 7, because that is the size of our embossing folder, which by default means that is going to be the size of our book. Keep these, because these work brilliantly well, these little scraps. You know what I'm like for not wanting to waste any of my scraps. Get rid of these little bits. That is going to work perfectly well on the, you know, when you're doing your craft caddy. You're doing your craft caddy. And then all I'm going to do, Joe, is, let's take the decorative one first. I'm going to do this, take this inside out, and this is going to go inside and form the base of my, oh, not inside out, the right way in. Yes, so that we can stick this down. And can you see that it's going to give us a little bit of design behind? And then my next page, I'm going to stick in like this. And you see? And then the next page is going to go with the design on the inside like this. And then the very, very last page, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do like this.
So how are you going to stick them in?
I'll show you now. I was thinking I'd just show you, and then you can start.
I'm just very impatient.
Oh yeah, I'm going to use our the collal all-purpose, because what you can do is manoeuvre it into place. That's going to be the key with these. The chances of you getting them in the right spot from the off, slim to none, if I'm just being honest. I mean, I'm pretty good at eyeballing and just going for it. It's a confidence issue, guys, and I if you haven't realised, I've got bags of that. So, so yes, if you're unsure like this, take your time. Look at this in here, you see, and I can pop this first one in, and then just manoeuvre it into place. So there's the first one.
Loads of you say, commenting on, Caroline says the sun's coming out at last. I hope it is where you are. I don't think the sun's coming out here. Marie is asking, would the ink pad trays, will we making them in clear? I don't know. I'm here with Leanne on Friday. Maybe I'll ask her.
I had no idea there was a demand for those ink pad trays in clear. It's never even occurred to me that you would want that. Do you know why we do them in black, Joe?
Why is that?
Because we started making our pen trays in clear, and then we decided we were going to move to 100% recycled plastic. And you can't make clear with recycled plastic, so we moved all of our trays to we moved them to be made out of recycled plastic.
Wonderful.
Which is why they're black. So you'll be pleased to know, not only are they fantastically useful, but they are also 100% recycled.
Now, you know, we said we were going international in our earlier show. We had viewers from Australia, we had South Africa in the house. Today, Marie is in Bermuda. Hello, Marie in Bermuda, which is not where the swimming pigs are from.
I was just going to bring that up. You're going to have to explain about the swimming pigs.
Because I said these swimming pigs were in Bermuda, which is not. Bermuda is where they have the fabulous shorts, I've come to realise, the Bermuda shorts. Bahamas has the sea pigs. Just to clear it up.
Just to clarify on all of that there. Yeah, he got really excited when he told this lady who'd messaged on Facebook that he was coming to visit her because he really wanted to swim with the sea pigs. And then someone had to put him right and tell him, that's not right at all.
That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. I would have been the sea pig in that situation. The Hero tool, very, very busy on this. A quarter of the Hero tool has sold out and gone. So if you want these, do grab them. They are absolutely spectacular. If you think you've seen scissors and you know scissors, then you need to try ours. You don't need to have separate pairs for paper and for cotton. You can use just one pair of scissors. They're amazing. Go check out some of the independently verified reviews on our website about these scissors. Now, I want to just quickly recap the sewing bundle for you because it is very, very busy. In here, you're going to get loads, let's face it. You're going to firstly get Craft Box, which is this one here. It's a corresponding stamp and die set. So stamp out these beautiful images, then you can cut them out and you make beautiful, you've got the beautiful embroidery scissors in there, you've got needle, you've got your button in there too. You've got absolutely loads of that. You've then got as well the sewing machine die, which is fantastic. You've got the sewing machine. I'm struggling with S's today, and I've got a bit of a lisp. You've got the sewing machine stamps also included here. You've also got the Going Dotty stencil, which you can use as an embossing pad, and you've also got the embroidery hoops as well. So you've got those included there in that collection for you. £20 to get all of that, or $30 is fantastic value considering we only recently launched this collection. However, if you want to get all of it, you can, and you can get the Craft Caddy die included as well. In fact, other than if you want the Craft Caddy die for free, then you get it included when you buy the whole collection. And it's not like the whole collection, you know, it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds, £80 or $120 to get all of this, which is fantastic. I tell you what else I want to remind you of while I'm here. I want to remind you about all of the papers that we've got on the show, because I know so many of you will want to come and restock the papers that we have. Let me just grab the price for you whilst we're here. So they're all $9.99 our paper pads. So you've got this one here, which is our Pearl. She's a singer apparently. You've got your glitter, which is this one here. You can never have enough glitter, let's face it. You've got that matte mirror, which is like a wonderful brushed stainless steel. And then you've got that mirror board there as well, and then back around to Pearl. Don't forget about those. Don't forget about the 6x6, really busy on that. Don't forget about the 12x12. Don't forget about the scissors. Don't forget about the Can you see a theme here? My arms just aren't big enough. Definitely get yourself across to the website. Have a look at everything that we've got in there. Click through onto the website. You'll see a video of this. And then what you'll also see is a shop the show button right underneath it. You click there and it will have all of those deals for you. All the 5 in 5 deals as well. That small guillotine's coming up. Very, very busy on that already. Make sure as well you keep sending your pictures in to us. We love, oh my, what a comment. Pigs wearing Bermuda shorts is what I've just seen Susan comment at the corner of my eye. Yeah, send us your pictures, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and also that's where you need to send them into. But keep commenting in them. Any questions you've got. The craft clinic is open. Sara will be answering your questions very shortly, but I know she's got so much inspiration still to share with you. She's going to hand you back over.
Yes, I am at your disposal. Just you tell Joe whatever it is you want. Right, now can you remember a couple of weeks ago we launched this amazing pack? It's like a bumper pack of cardstock that had 30 sheets of the card and then 70 sheets of the paper in here, and it had some of that kind of craft feel paper in it. It just reminded me of like a little notebook. So I've pulled a few sheets of that out because I had that handy, and I thought, let me show you how you use this die to make your own notebook. Okay, now this die is from the Artist collection. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut some of the cardstock. In fact, if I do it this way, I'll get a couple of these on. And where's those scissors of mine? You're right, Joe, these are colossal scissors. When it comes to scissors, you don't see many scissors where we go and we use them as we use them for card and for fabric cutting at the same time, literally interchangeable from one to the next, but these you absolutely would. Now what I'm going to do is, because it's thin paper this, I'm going to try cutting through 4 layers at once. So let's see how we get on with that. I mean, it might be that I'm asking a bit too much, but it is just a basic shape, so we will soon find out, as they say. We'll give it a really good go. And then the great thing is, can you see on this die, you'll have this as well, and you're probably thinking, what on earth is this for? Okay, this is if you want to put some embossed lines on. Let's have a look if it is. It's cut through it, no problem at all, right? And if you leave them together, right, so it makes like a little paper pad. So we can do a few sheets of this. So this is perforated, so it's going to fold over, and you could literally, like, you can stick them at the top or you can tear them. So it makes a nice little embellishment. Or you can use it to actually stick on the card. So if you want to use it in your card and then people tear pages out, you absolutely can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this on the front of here. And if it was too big, you could always trim it down or whatever. Good for a little countdown this would be if you wanted to do one sheet per day. And look, I've gone alternating on the colour, so I've done yellow and then I've done green. I am going to stick them together at the top, because that perforation means that they will so I'm going to say they will come apart. I'm going to use the dotty tape pen just so that it's not quite as aggressive of a stick. Interestingly enough, believe it or not, the artist collection is in the lead. And here's me, I thought it would be the Papercraft, Joe. I thought it would be the Papercraft that would be the #1, and I'm quite excited to know that it's the art collection. However, if you do want to go for everything, then you don't have to choose, do you not? That's what I love about that one. Right, so we've made our own little mini notepad now. And then what we can do, I love these. Should we send someone some crafty hugs? Eat, sleep, craft, repeat. We've got this nice one over here. Do something creative. Let's go with that one. I like that. Do something creative. Crafty friends are the best friends. Yes, they are. Oh, Joe, you can be my little crafty friend.
Thank you. I don't know about the little. I wish I was little. Not little round the middle. Only upwards, maybe.
You could be my crafty friend. Now, if we learned anything this morning in the masterclass, what was it in terms of what sort of ink we're going to use for really great stamping?
For which stamping? Quick dry.
Yes.
Yes.
So for yellow, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring he's a great technique, right? Yellow, if I want the colour that's going to stand out on yellow, this is in your compendium. Opposite to yellow is violet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get a deep purpley violet colour. So I've got damson wine here. If I stamp with damson wine on here, you'll get the best result. Now, always stamp onto a little bit of scrap card first. So just take that ink, ink it up, because this is the first time the stamp's being used. You're always going to stamp it out and see how it stamps first of all onto scrap card. It stamps beautifully, of course it does, because it's our lovely quick dry ink pad. This is what I'm saying, this is what I was trying to tell everybody. When you want to do just some nice stamping, you're going to do it with the stamping pad. So this is your nice little notebook to do something creative every day. And then we've got that little notebook, which is just going to go on the front of our bigger, crafty, creative notebook, where we can put all of our little notes inside there. What I was going to do, and I realised I've forgotten, was if you want to ink around the edges. So you know how we did it on the front? We can do exactly the same here. I won't do all the pages because you'll just be stood watching me ink forever. But look how much better this looks when we do a little bit of inking around the edge and kind of bring it to life as it was.
Loads of people commenting away. Beth says, thank you for all my crafty friends I have made through Crafters TV and Facebook. Oh, how sweet is that? Kirsten says, we are all crafty friends. Lynn says, I bet Joe gives the best hugs. We won't be able to find out for a little while, I'm afraid, Lee. I mean, I am missing the hugs. We did learn this technique. We all had a go at this one, but I'm not really sure it cuts it. I had a dream about giving someone a hug the other night. I think that is how much I'm missing hugs.
Aww.
Yeah. Linda says the sun is trying to come out in Swindon. congratulations if you live in Swindon. If the sun's trying to come out there, it's not trying to come out here. I just really wanted to quickly as well run you through a few of the individuals which are going really, really fast, if that's okay. On the website, of course, everything in the collection is available individually. Sealed with Love, which is the metal die, 40% gone on the individuals already. The Craft Caddy, 20% gone individually. 12x12s, big stocks as well. This is site-wide stock we're talking about, 10% gone. The 6x6 is a quarter of the stock gone already. Crafting a mug, which we haven't even seen yet, already a fifth of the stock gone. And also Going Dotty, that stencil, if you're getting that individually, you'll need to be quick for it. 20% of the stock already checked out and gone there. So very busy on the whole collections, but very, very busy on all the individuals that are on the website as well. So if you've got your eye on a particular individual, I definitely wouldn't hang around.
Right, so I've got my little mini notebook on the front of the notebook there, Joe. Should we have a little go? I thought we'd have a little go at the envelope one that goes with it as well.
Fabulous.
Right? So let me show you how that envelope works. Should we, do you know, I quite like the idea of using that lovely cardstock that we had, because this is a nice pink one in it. By the way, if you missed out on this, we have got this coming back up on tomorrow's card load. So we've got a little bit of stock available, but only a little bit. Let's have a look. I might get a nice piece of that yellow as well. So we might try it in a card and try it in a paper. Now, here we go. I'm going to get this die set out. Look how comprehensive the die set is. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works. So we just need a little piece here, and we can make all of our own mini cards and envelopes. So that's the whole idea behind how this works, is you're going to make miniature cards and envelopes with this one here. So this die comes off, and this is going to cut out the outer piece. But here's the thing, if you want to add a little bit of extra dimension into it, so if I bring, let's have all my plates in ready. So if I bring in the base, we're going to put our magnetic on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this into place, but then in this bit here, I can add one of these. So you can choose any one of the three. They will all work in and interchange in. So it just goes into place. Can you see, like this here? And then that goes, and now I've used the magnetic to hold it in place. That goes over top. This is what you then stick. So you bring this here and you stick this to the edge like this. There we go. And then it's not that intricate of a die, so I don't think we need our metal plate on. We're going to put our clear cutting plate underneath, because you mustn't cut into the clear cutting plate. We're going to put our top plate on top. You must always cut into the top cutting plate. And then it is ready to go through.
Wonderful. Really, really busy across the, getting really busy across the smaller collections now, as well as the bigger collections. A lot of you, Eleanor saying, yay, my new apron just came. Congratulations. And Kirsten saying she never ever misses any of the cardstock. She thinks she might have all of it, Sarah. So many people,
Awesome.
so many people get one to stroke and one to use, don't they? We hear that a lot.
Yes, we do hear that an awful lot more than what we should, I would say. Can you see how these make up these super cute little envelopes? And I like the idea that you can be doing crafty notes to send to your other crafty friends, like do something creative every day or whatever, and they can go into these little miniature envelopes. So all you do is you pop these in, and then a little bit of tape down the sides, and the whole thing is ready to come together. So there's our little envelope ready to go, but it's got that little, let's open this up. Yeah, and this little flap ready to go on the top. So you can do these, you see. Let's just go back to the book that we were making. Let's have a look at some of the other pieces that are in here. So you've got your notebook, and you can put your piece, I'm going to show you how to do the little paper clips or whatever. There's your little envelope. So can you see they look cute on their own, but they also look cute. This is with an envelope liner. So all you would do for the envelope liner, and you see, so you get all of these pieces as well. This is all just the decorative pieces that go within here. You can use this as an outside cut for your envelope liner as well. So you can take the die, here we go, and if you cut just the die on its own across over a little bit of paper, this is not quite big, here we go, nice little bit of fancy paper. This one's quite pretty, isn't it?
Anne saying, would a gift card fit in there, do you think?
A gift card? Oh, do you know what? It would be nice to find out, wouldn't it?
It would.
I'm not quite sure. I haven't got my purse on us, otherwise we could try a credit card.
I've got one.
You've got, oh, he's coming. Well, you've got some samples over there where they didn't have it yet.
Have I?
Yes, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, you should have anyway. You normally have.
Let me find one.
He's going to, he's off to find one. Joe can find. Do you know, this is service, this for you, Joe, isn't it?
Oh,
this is another level of service. Let's hope I don't knock this on the way through the machine.
Not a credit card size. Let me check. I don't know.
He's going. He's got all his credit card down now. Look at the moths that have just come flying out of that are unreal.
I've got a new purse for my credit cards, and it's so new that I can't get them out. They're too tight. There we go. Right. Which is just how I like it when I can't get the cards out because they're too tight. It's just a bit bigger than a credit card size, is what I'd say. Just over. So there you go. I think if you had a piece of paper or something, or a note list, perfect for it. Let me show you. Rather than just talking at you, let me just show you what someone's done here with this one. Someone's put a like a little note in there. So maybe you could put like a little IOU in it or something like that.
Yes.
Which would be lovely. So if you were going to do that. But yeah, it's just a little bit smaller than a credit card size.
Well, I've just shown everyone there how to make an envelope liner. So if you want to go like another level with your envelope, can you see it's just exactly the same die, but you're just cutting it tiny little bit smaller, and then it's just going to fit inside where we've done that for. So you've got your nice cute little envelope, but then when it opens up, you've got the pattern inside, which looks so much more professional. Okay, so what else have we got in here? I was going to show you the paper clip, wasn't I? That's all we've got. This one, Claire Murphy, that was really nice that you've made there. You've really inspired me to have a go. This pen, by the way, is from the collection that has, can you see, we have two extra collections. There's one with the sewing, and then there's one set here which has all of your extras in the artist set. I'll get Joe to show you again what bits are all in the artist set. That's been lovely to show you how to do that, and just a couple of decorative bits. But the idea is you can go and decorate your book however you want, depending on what type of craft you're into, if that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely you can, and you've got an option for everything really in this show, whether you want to dip your toe in and try one bit, or you want to go for everything, or something in between. Let's start off with the Papercraft collection, which is that beautiful envelope die that you just saw Sara using just there. So you're going to get this included. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I mean, it's a great value on the individual pricing, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was $14.99 on its own. I think you could easily pay that $14.99, $20. Is it on its own? Mm-hmm. Another what, £5 more, you've got all of this collection, which is amazing. So you've got in there your envelope. You've also got a wonderful stencil. Now stencils are so versatile because yes, you can paste through them, spritz through them, get your foams and mousses involved. You can also use them as embossing folders. And don't think about just using them on paper, use them on fabric as well. They're gorgeous to be used on fabric. You're also going to get in here as well the embossing folder as well as the stencil. It's our crafty fun one, and it's this one just here that you can see. If I show you the embossing folder itself, you'll see just how gorgeous that is. So if you want to go for that one, £20 or $30 gets you that collection just there. Now let's move on to the sewing collection, because in here you've got loads. I know I'm making a bit of a mess over here. I need to tidy up as I go, don't I?
Are you channeling your inner Sara?
I think I am. If I can blame you, I absolutely will. In the sewing collection, now you've got the embroidery hoop, but I said earlier, savvy crafters out there would maybe clip into that and use that as a nesting circle. Absolutely, you could do that if you wanted to. We're going to give you the Going Dotty, this is the stencil. The stencil individually is 20% sold out, by the way, so do be quick if you want it individually. You've got the sewing machine here, and you're going to get the sewing stamps included too, and you get the stamp and dies in there as well with all of your little bits. So you've got your embroidery scissors in there too. The sewing collection is 10% sold out, so if you want the sewing collection, do be quick for it. And that is a site-wide stock. I remember so many of you watch this show back afterwards, tens of thousands of you, in fact. So the next one we're going to go to is the artist collection. Very, very popular, this one. You're going to get that brilliant artist palette. You're then going to get as well, I've dropped it all, hang on. There we go. All fingers and thumbs today. What am I like? You're going to get tools of the trade included in here as well. You've also got that stationery collection, which is fantastic. This is a really, really useful dice set. And nothing, I guess, to stop you actually creating a pad with that as well if you wanted to. There's lots you can do with that. You've then also got as well the trellis embossing folder as well. It's been used as not an embossing folder, it's a stencil. It's been used as a stencil here. You could use it as an embossing folder if you want to. A fifth of the stock of the artist collection has gone. And then you finally got the knitting collection, which is this one just here. And in here, you're going to get this one, which is Knit and Natter. We all love one of those, let's face it. You're also going to get Stitched with Love, which is another die. You've got your this one here is your needles and yarn. You've got that, and then what you've got is you've got your cut and emboss folder here, which is that beautiful button design. You do get another embossing folder as well. It's like an embossing border, and it's called Crafty Notions, which is that one just there. Very, very busy there. However, do you want to get the same value that you got, but also get a freebie as well? Well, we can do that for you, because if you go for the whole bundle, the whole collection, which is on your screen at the moment, you also get the Craft Caddy die included as well, and that allows you to make wonderful projects such as this, as you can see here. So you're going to be able to create a caddy to put a whole host of different things, whether it's makeup bits or all of your craft stuff. £80 in the UK, $120 if you're in the US. However, a quarter of the stock has already gone. I didn't think we'd be giving you stock updates in this show because, of course, it's a fairly new collection. We have very deep stock of it. Yes, we've given you a discount, and on the whole bundle, you've got a 40% discount. But of the site-wide stock that we have, that's not just a stock amount for Crafters TV, that's across the whole of our website, a quarter of the stock has gone. Now, if you want to shop, but you also want to keep watching us, then it's easy. Here's how. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Oh, sorry, you just caught me. You caught me getting ready. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm getting a heads up because there's definitely packaging that is gonna get me come a cropper, because it is Anne in Connecticut. It's your favourite time of the week. It is, of course, 5 It is 5 in 5 time.
I couldn't help but get my own back, yes. So, one of the things that you guys love about Creative Cravings is that we have our 5 in 5. So, Joe's going to have 5 minutes to run through 5 awesome deals. Now, he said you've already been shopping ahead of us, and the first one that I know he's going to walk you through, that he is having loads of trouble getting out of the box, but getting there with. That one, already half the stock of that one has gone before we've shown you it, because you guys know to shop ahead and see what we've got going. But he's already over there.
I've got the sweatband.
Here.
Down my sweatband.
Oh, he's going to get his sweatbands on. What can I say? He takes this seriously. Get the sweat. Oh, he's coming. Here we go. Do you
know what? Maybe this could be a look with the COVID here. Maybe the lockdown locks that I've got going on. Maybe all along I just needed to wear my sweatband.
I'm not so sure. But you know, that's a better look. No, then it's going dodge again. Yeah.
Right, I'm ready. Did you hear my hands crack?
You ready for the 5 in 5? Right, are you ready? So we'll get the clock up. We'll get the clock ready. I'll be ready down here with your. I'll be ready to keep you in tow, as it was. For the clock, for some reason, we now give you 5 minutes and an extra 2 seconds just to get yourself started to begin with. So are we ready? Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, first one out the bat is our wrap dies. These are our Gemini wrap dies. This one that you've got is Fancy Bow. Over 50% off is your saving here, which is fantastic. Now, these are great because you can pop them through your machine. They'll go through your mini as well as your junior and your larger machines. The other great thing about them is that you can elongate them and stretch them. So if you want to put them around a present, absolutely, you can put them around a present. If you want to put them around a card, use them like a band on something like a gatefold card, absolutely, you can do that as well.
I love how you're talking twice as fast as normal to try and get through everything here.
You can also cut them out of a whole host of different things. So yes, cut them out of things like parchment. You can even do them out of acetate if you wanted to. Great to cut them out of all of your mirror cards, your glitters. There's loads you can do with them. £3.50 instead of $7.99 if you're in the UK. That is better than half price. In the US, $6 instead of $12.95, which is better than half price. So definitely grab those ones.
What's next? Vintage accents!
Now, some of our gorgeous polymer stamps that we've got, our acrylic stamps, sorry. And these are brilliant because what you've got in here is a whole host of different stamps. We give you a really good selection. Now, you've got a lovely border in here, which is brilliant. So you could easily make a corner out of that if you want to. You've got some scroll. Now, that would make a wonderful background.
One of my favourites, that one. Out of all the collage stamps, that's one of my most used stamps now.
And you could use that as for a resist technique, which would be great. Think about your embossing. You've got borders down here. You've got this wonderful design. You've got some floral elements. Oh, you could get a bit CSI. You've even got some fingerprints in here as well. Flourishes. And this flourish would be great if you've got something like your stamping platform. You could easily make a frame or a border if you wanted to use that. A really great stamp set to have in your stash. You've also got the keys. They're great for 21 cards. £7.50, $9.50 if you're yes.
Right, shake a card's up next, Joe. Shake a card.
Shake a card. It's Taylor Swift's favourite card. Shake a card. Now, what you've got here is everything you need. So,
it's the star one. Awesome.
It is the star one. You've got the two nesting dies. So that's what's going to allow you to create the aperture, and then obviously where you're going to get all your shaky bits into, which is of course fantastic. You've got the stars on here to allow you to embellish, which is fantastic too. So this is keep my shaky bits out of it.
You can make your shaky bits with the stars too.
You can indeed. So they will go in there. You can embellish the outside. I love that what someone's done here is they've actually cut into the top card as an aperture with the little stars, and then had the glitter card coming through from behind. Really brilliant. You've got all of your different stamps in here as well. Shine bright. You've got it's your time too. What does that one say? Oh, you're a superstar. Definitely grab that. 25% off. £11, $14.50.
Right, go on, you can have that guillotine.
Fantastic.
You can do it, you can do it.
Oh, this is the bit that I've been waiting for. Now, the guillotine is absolutely fabulous. Do you want the most precise mats and layers that you can get? This will do it for you. It will cut a horse's nostril, or whatever it is. No, what is it? It's
a horse's nostril. It's a badger's eyelash.
A badger's toenail. A wasp's breath.
Horse's nostril.
It will cut very, very fine. Little slivers. If you even want to cut quilling strips, you can do it with this. Now, not only is it your guillotine, it's going to do your trimming for you, it's also your mini scoreboard as well. So you're going to be able to do all of your scoring with your score tool that you get included in there. You've got a finger guard as well, so your finger's not going to get near that blade. And talking of that blade, when Leanne developed this, she went to a sword manufacturer rather than a paper trimmer. It lasts forever. It's self-sharpening, £21 or $29. Definitely grab that one.
I could totally just keep listening to you, Joe, about the guillotine.
Where's it? Oh, there it is.
Awesome. What an awesome deal on the guillotine. If you've been waiting to get it, today's the day.
It is. Who doesn't want some sparkle in their life? Now, these are our beautiful sparkle pens. Now, always so popular. In here, this collection is the perfect pastels that you've got there. In there, you've got Moonstone, Cosmos, Rose Quartz as well. So they're water-based ink or dye ink. So it means that you do your watercolouring with them. Basically, beautiful colours, as you'd expect from Spectrum Noir, but with a bit of bling in them, which is fantastic. Got a wonderful brush nib on them as well, so if you want to brush letter with these, you can do so many different techniques. When did we do these as a masterclass? They were on a masterclass
a couple of weeks ago. If you go back through and look through our Colour Me Happy shows, you will see all of one of the Colour Me Happy shows was entitled Sparkle Pens.
£11, $14. Yay!
Right. And we're
We did
right,
it.
and I'm going to keep this horn confiscated over here before
Okay,
that lady
Anne will be
has
happy.
a
I bet
fit.
Anne's been in the comments. Let me find, where did I put the iPad? Let's see what Anne's been saying. She loves it. It's her favourite time of the week. Poor horse, says Robin, lol. Sara is giving Joe some of his own medicine with that horn.
Yes, she is.
Jumping at our own horn, Joe, you're saying. You're loving that I'm getting, Sara's getting her own back with me as well. I can't see Anne. I think she left. Who knows? Remember all of those. 3/4 of the stock, by the way, that guillotine's gone. If you want that, you need to be quick for it. Details back on your screen for the whole collection to get absolutely everything. That's how you get the caddy as well included in there as well. Now, I'm going to catch my breath and try and find those sweatbands that I flung somewhere. Are you all right to do another demo?
Yes, while you do that, one of the embossing folders, I was just looking, Joe, and I think it lends itself beautifully well to actually working. Sorry, one of the stencils lends itself well to working as an embossing folder, and I thought, what a great technique I could show you. What if you want this to make your own embossed technique? Now, remember we said we have all of that different cardstock on the show. Let me just pull it up here and I can show you all of the different ones that we have, because we do the glitter card. So you get, it's all acid and lignin free, by the way, all of it. You get 4 colours, 6 single-sided sheets of each. Okay, so 4 colours, 6 of each. It's the same there if you're going for the pearl. This is double-sided pearl cardstock. That lovely pink, the yellow, the red and the blue. Then we have the luxury mirror card. So can you see we've got the mirror card going on there? And then, oh, that's the matte mirror. So can you see the difference? There's the mirror and there's the matte mirror. So it's a different finish. What I've done is I've got the matte mirror. I have a little bit of an obsession going on, Joe, with matte mirror card. So let's just get that nice matte mirror card. Now, if you are wanting to do them as embossing, right? You're going to use your base plate. Then you're going to use your rubber embossing mat. You're going to put the cardstock next and then the stencil, right? So you're going to have your cardstock, sorry, this way, and then the stencil. Actually, I like to do it with the stencil, push the cards. Let's try them both ways and then I can show you both, okay? You get 2 different looks with it. I'll show you them both. So that one there is where you've got the cardstock. So it's going to push the cardstock through the stencil, right? Then you're going to put your clear plate on, and then I find it's a bit too much if you put your embossing plate. So instead of the magnetic, I put my metal shim on here and then the top plate. So that's the sandwich I like to do, and let me show you the results that you will get from that sandwich. So it's quite a lot I'm asking to put through there. In fairness, these are fairly banana-ish plates that we've got as well. They are, you can tell Sarah's been in the craft room for the 4 weeks of lockdown now, right? So, right, so here we go. Now, oh, do you know what? I've put this on. All of my pattern from here has gone onto the cardstock. It still looks all right, but let me just have a little show you. If we want a nice clean one, what we can do is you can just do it and put yourself a sheet of copy paper on the top. It looks pretty good though, doesn't it? Yeah.
That's amazing.
So that's going to look quite good. So that is just showing you how you could take this. So let's just make this into a nice, quick and simple card, okay? I've got this. Let's have a look. I'm going to matte and layer this onto a bit of white and then onto the next colour cardstock as well. And then if you want, seeing as we are in Creative Cravings, so it's all, we get a lot of beginners tuning this time. I'm going to show you a cracking little tip here, Joe, all right? It's called how to gut your cardstock. So that's just plain white cardstock. So that's giving me the nice rigidity. This is my lovely blue cardstock now that I'm going to matte and layer it onto. However, there's no need to wait. We don't need another layer of rigidity. So watch what you can do. You can come in with your craft knife and we can just cut the inside of the cardstock out. Very thrifty this, Joe. It's what us crafters do to save all of our favourite cardstock or papers. If you're doing any matting and layering and you don't want to use your good ones, look, that's going to make it, it's going to be ideal for a die cut that later. Or if I'm doing die cutting and then matting and layering with the same piece, I'll cut my mats and layers ready, die cut out of the middle of this piece first. So you see, you would never know that there was a big piece missing. So all you do is you put your tape now around this part here, and then that will just go perfectly with this one over top of it.
A lot of people not considered using a stencil as an embossing folder before.
Really?
Sandy saying, can't wait to try this. Kathy hadn't thought to use a stencil as an embossing folder. Great idea. Andrea, never knew you could emboss a stencil.
Yeah.
Also, Marie saying, thank you for showing me another way to use my stencil. So, yeah, I think sometimes it's fantastic to have... And at the end of the day, we want you to get the most amount of crafting out of the whole of your crafty stash. So, you know, stencils that can be embossing folders is a great craft. Let's call it a craft hack.
Craft hack, and like that.
Large collection, a third of it has already sold out and gone. There are a lot of you in the checkout process as well. But it's a very, very large stock that we have. I know a lot of you will watch this show back afterwards too. So definitely get yourself stocked up. Andrea saying, I always gut my cardstock. It's great to make a card go a long way. Sandra calls it gutting it out, which sounds very aggressive for something that it means delicately cutting paper, doesn't it? And Karen says, is that just a stencil that embossed on the red cardstock? Yes, it is. And Robin saying, I've started doing this for matting as well. One of the best tips, gutting out your cardstock. Don't forget, the Crafty Clinic is open. It is, of course, Creative Cravings. And get any questions that you've got into us over on Facebook. I'm monitoring all conversation over on the Crafters TV Facebook page, so definitely get across there and join in the fun. That looks very classy, doesn't it? That embossed background,
doesn't it? I thought, you know what? It doesn't need an awful lot going on. So I've just used one of the little tims. Now, do you know what would really finish this off nicely? We've got them metal embellishments. Do you know what? I've got them here, George. Do you want me to show you them? Here we go. I've got them all here. So can you see there? You get the little mini version of the artist palette, the mini sewing machine. You get the mini little, this is the knitting needles going through your ball of wool here, the button, the scissors, a little pencil, you've got your tape measure in there, this is the little one I'm going to use here, and look at the, do you know what, and what I would say is stock up on these, because you only get one of each of the embellishments.
Can I quickly just,
I do, get them.
Can I quickly show you all of it that you get? The only thing you don't get is the ribbon in the bottom here, but you get all of this. So that beautiful pom-pom in red and blue. I do love a pom-pom trim. I even put pom-pom trim on my wellies when I went to a music festival once. That's how much I love them. I've got some cotton ribbon in here as well, also with that beautiful print. And then you've got those lovely brads there as well. And the bit that you can't see here are those embellishments, the metal embellishments. Oh no, they're right there. I don't know what I'm doing today, do I? £15 gets you all of that, which is fabulous value for money. I think sometimes you don't really consider putting like fabric buttons and metal bits on cards, but it really does make a difference, doesn't it?
They look awesome. That's why you don't need to worry, right? I've thought about all of this for you. So in this collection, I've done you all the little pieces that you need. So if you are making cards for your crafty friends, this is the one to go for. And do you know what I would say? How many people were on Facebook saying they've made loads of new crafty friends through all of this? How nice for you to be able to make some cards for your new crafty friends and send them some crafty cards. And this one, it could not have been simpler. It's just your embossing folder, ran it through, what you saw there, with a little bit of stamping, and we've made a super simple card. I wanted to show you the more advanced stuff and a little bit more of the simpler stuff today. So I love that we made that book first of all, and now we've just done a nice simple card.
Wonderful. Everyone's loving it. Carleen saying hi. She's late to the party. Sonia's saying the pom-poms are great quality. She has got those. Kathy has said, would you mind just doing a bit of a sandwich recap for us as a little bit of a craft clinic, Sara?
Absolutely not. Should we do another one? Because we've got a couple of stencils in the collection.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So should we do True Love is a well-stocked craft room?
Oh, there's all sorts of confusion in the... I said welly when it came to where I was putting my pom-poms. A few people have asked if I'd said what I thought I said. Welly. Welly is Wellington boots is what we call
Wellington
it.
boots.
Which are, do you call it, is it, I know in Australia they call them gum boots. What are they called in America?
Well,
you know,
what, you mean the Americans don't call welly boots?
I don't know. Maybe they
what
do.
Do you call
rubber
them if
boots.
they're not welly boots?
Anne says rubber boots, so maybe that's
Rubber
what they're
boots.
called.
We just call them
But I was
welly
putting my
boots.
pom-poms on my rubber boots, is what I was saying, just to clear that up. Cindy Sue, you're causing trouble. You really are.
Right, the guillotines. Have we got any guillotines left,
We
Joe?
do, but
Is
they
what
are
I want to know.
over 3/4 is gone of the guillotine. Very, very busy.
Right, are you ready? We're gonna go for it again. We're gonna get all those plates out. So at 12 minutes past the hour, this is when you're going to remember to come back to here. We are going to go, ready, first of all, base plate, right? Then you're going to put your embossing mat. Then you're going to put your cardstock. Then you're going to put your stencil. And the best way to do it is think about it. The embossing mat pushes through the stencil and embosses the bit that you want raised up, okay? Now, I'm going to learn from my mistake last time. I'm going to put a little bit of paper in here now to protect this from my metal plate that looks like a roadmap of Britain. In fact, what I think I'll do is I'll put my clear embossing plate on first because it's flatter. Then the metal plate, then the top plate. All right, you got that? You got that sandwich now?
I'm following.
And we're going to pop it through. So it doesn't matter if you're following, Joe. I'm worried about everybody else. Do you know what? You're going to figure stop, reverse, right. So if you our producer say, oh, what's happened? Do you know what it is? My plates are like bananas, right? So I just have to look at this. My plates are like bananas, so I just have to manoeuvre them into place as we go in, right? No, go on, take, yeah. Now, it's not going to work. Don't worry, I'll explain to you why. Look, it fed my plates at different, so can you see this didn't have a whole plate combination, so I'm going to just push them back in and just get it through another time. See if I come on, come on, all going the same way. No, it's not. Yeah, we should be all right through there. We should have got it all the way through. Don't be like Sarah. Remember to turn and rotate your plates. Or if you don't, get some new plates every now and again, okay? But usually, I must say my plates at home are a little bit better than the plates we've got in here, Joe. Look, there, it's left all of my mess on the top one. Are you ready for this? So now, when I peel this off, yes, we've got a little bit of a shadow where I sent it through twice, but how good does that look? It looks
amazing.
True Love is a well-stocked craft room. I think, Joe, we will pop that up in our craft room because this is a very well-stocked craft room up here, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Yes, we'll have this one in here. So that's the sandwich combination that you guys need.
It's a craft palace. It is so well stocked. This studio. Now, I want to just quickly recap what you've got in each of the collections because they're all very busy individually. The large collection is also very busy. So let's start with the The Papercraft collection is where I'm really struggling with my S's today. I'm not sure what's going on. So we're going to start with the Papercraft collection. Now you've got in here that gorgeous Made with Love stencil that Sara has just showed us. So you could use this as a stencil. Things like glitter paste have gone through here. And then what we've also got is the ability to use that with fabric. You can emboss with that as you've just seen as well. So you get that. You then get this rather fabulous envelope. You saw Sara demo this at the start of the 2 hours, sealed with love. All of your envelopes in there, everything you need to embellish and to decorate. You can pop little loose pieces, maybe little photos in there. Really lovely way to use this, which is fantastic. The sealed with love metal die on its own should be $14.99, so an extra £5. You're getting everything else included as well. So you're then going to get also the embossing folder too, which is the Crafty Friends embossing folder, which is that one just there, as you can see, which is gorgeous. So you've got that. That all comes to you for £20 or $30. Now, that was your Papercraft collection. We've now got the sewing collection as well. So the sewing collection, you've got the embroidery hoop dies included. They are wonderful. You've got the Going Dotty stencil. That's very busy on its own as well, that stencil, but it's included in this collection. You've got the sewing die. Now you also, not only just the sewing die, you do get the sewing stamps as well that come included with that too, which allows you to stamp out a kind of Scandi design as well as the sewing machine itself. So you've got that in there. You've then also got the craft box too, as you can see. So you've got those that included in there as well. £20 or $30. Now the artist collection is the next one that we have. This is where that gorgeous trellis stencil's from, but you're also going to get the artist palette. Loads of fun you can have with this. Think about getting your your heat embossing on a lot of these glossy accents, play around different coloured cards. This stamp and die set is gorgeous as well. This is your tools of the trade stamp and die set that you've got here. You've got a little pen pot, you've got your pens, your ruler in there as well. You've then got this one here, which is your stylish stationery. If you're going to have stationery, make it stylish, why not? You've got that there, and then that trellis, which allows you to stencil, as you can see has been done here, but also Sara did use it as an embossing folder as well, which is another great way of using it. Now the next one we have is the knitting collection for you. So you've got the buttons. It's not called buttons, is it? It's called Cute as a Button. That's what it's called. Embossing and folder. It's not just an embossing folder though. It cuts and embosses at the same time. So it means that you can turn that into something like a lovely shaker card. Someone's put buttons in here, in the buttons, as the shaker card fill, which is great. You've got the Knit and Natter die set within there. You also have the Stitched with Love die set, and you've got here as well the needles and yarn. You then also get in there as well, it's an embossing folder. It's kind of like an embossing border, I guess is what I would call it. It's the Crafty Notions embossing folder in there. Again, all of that can be yours, just £20 or $30, which is fantastic. If you want to go for it all together, whereas as always, you always get the best value when you buy the larger collections. When you do that, we give you included, free of charge, the Craft Caddy. Now this is a gorgeous die. Whether you want to fill this with makeup and type things, you want to make it quite girly, you can make it quite crafty, quite storage. It's completely up to you. There's a lot you can do with this. When you buy all the collections together and you get this included for free, you're saving 40%, which is brilliant. So you've got a great saving, and it is very, very busy on that collection as a whole. Loads of you commenting along still. Should I saying great techniques today, awesome with the stencils. Mary saying wow, learning new techniques, which is great. Andrea says I'm tempted to turn my craft room into a living room. My small cupboard under the stairs isn't cutting it anymore with all of my Crafter's Companion products. Now that is pretty fabulous. A lot of you sharing hints and tips about flattening your cutting plates as well, which is fantastic. Ada says that this is one of my most favourite Sara signature collections, so definitely stock up on it whilst we've got it all in stock, whilst you've got it on fantastic deals as well. It definitely is a time to stock up. The large collection, over a third of the stock has now sold out and gone. Have you got more inspiration for us, Sara?
Well, I thought we'd do that caddy, because loads of you are buying that caddy on its own. Here's the thing, right? Why buy it on its own when I'm going to give you it for free when you buy the mini collections? Honestly, because trust me, if you don't get it, you will come back and get those mini collections. Really interesting. The lady was saying this is her favourite collection. I'd love to know what is your favourite Sara signature collection that I have brought out so far. This one, I tell you what, talk about good timing. How many new people getting into craft? How many people coming into craft that haven't been into craft previously? How apt now that we can make crafty cards for our crafty friends. And also, to be honest, more now so than ever, people are making cards just because. I mean, this week, I sent a card out to every one of my staff that is at home at the moment and not able to come into work. So either the people working at home or the people who are on furlough at the moment. And I just think there's something about sending a card in the post to somebody. Now, I'll be really honest, I didn't hand make every one of them. I hand folded them, but I just did a nice little bit of printed bit on the front. Otherwise, I would have been on for 3 weeks making all the cards. But we did, I did sit and handwrite them on it. I think it really means a lot to people when you get a handmade card in the post or a handwritten card. So what we've got is, I've got that craft caddy. I'm going to show you how all of these dies work individually, okay? So I'm going to take these out here. These are all of your separate die pieces. So here we go. So just take this off. It's just a little bit of acetate we've popped over the top there to keep it right. All of these individual pieces I'll show you one at a time how they're going to come together. But we'll use them, I think I'll bring in my craft mat here so that we can actually hold these in place while we send them through. So all you're going to do is we're going to take the big piece first of all. Oh, by the way, do you know what I thought would look really nice? If I got all of the different types of cards, I could show you them all. So I've got the pearlescent, which is double-sided. I've got the matte mirror. I've got a little bit of the glitter card as well. Oh, should we get the mirror card out too? I got waylaid. I was getting them all out, and then I started listening to what Joe was saying. I started listening to the chit chat, to be honest. Oh, that's our mirror, not the matte mirror. So that's the matte mirror. I'd got that one, and then the mirror card right underneath here, so that you can see the difference with all of them if you are making decisions on which packs to go for. So there's all of the different, there's the blue in the 4 different finishes. Nice, really nice. So I'm going to do the base card here out of the pearlescent. So let's have a look. What we're going to do is pop this right at the top here, and let's just cut this the right sort of size to fit that through. So we don't want to waste too much. I don't know why I didn't just pick it up and do this at one time, but never mind. Right, so there's the base there. That's going to go on there. Little bit of a tip. Stick the card to the base die. I never do my crafting like this, Joe, because I do so much TV demonstration. I'm used to doing everything so that you can see what we're cutting. Right, so I'm just going to continue there. I'm going to use the next piece. I'm going to do one of the handles, and we'll do the handle and the side panel. Just knock the side panel off. We'll do those in the mirror card next, Joe, and I'll just build up all those little pieces.
Fantastic. Loads of you still commenting along, saying how you love the colours, beautiful papers. Don't forget as well, the 6x6 and the 12x12. I know a lot of you are coming back to stock up on those, as well as all the gorgeous papers. Everything's available. The thing is, the signature collection is always so busy when we launch them, but of course the consumable element is those papers. So whether it is the 12x12 paper pad that you're going for, we've got that one on the show. Very, very playful. Loads of fun, lots of floral in here as well. You can get it in 12x12 and you can get it in the 6x6, as well as all of the individuals. They are all over on our website, craftscompanion.com.co.uk or .eu. So definitely go over there and have a peruse and fill your boots while you're there. Loads of photos have been sent in as well. Should we take a look?
Have we? Oh,
yeah.
Fantastic.
Carol Ann sent us in this wonderful construction. Check this out. True Love is a well-stocked craft room, and look at those. She's been decorating with those stencils. They look amazing.
Nice. That looks fantastic. Oh, do you know what? Is that a little bit of is it? No, it's going to be like a white. Oh, what you call it? White. The thick, yes, like a paste going through it. Brilliant.
Wonderful.
I love that.
And also, those stencils, use them on fabric, use them in cardstock. There's loads of different things you're going to be able to do with those. Carlene saying, I've been stocking up on CC products because I'm retiring. I want to have a huge stack to keep me busy for a really long time.
What a good excuse to get yourself a load of awesome stuff.
Sounds great, isn't it? I love all of the ones, really. Talking about signature collections here, Sonia. Only been doing this type of crafting for about 4 months, so I don't have as many to choose from as you all. Maybe the day is the day you're going to get yourself stocked up. Lots of people are asking as well about the flattening of the plates. I know you spoke about it the other day, Sarah, but I wonder if you just run us through that technique again.
Absolutely, no problem at all. So what I do when I'm trying to, can you see I'm just trying to use all my little scraps of cardstock here, Joe. No waste going on here at all. Right, so if you're wanting to get a bit more use out of all of your plates, then what you're going to do is you are going to pop them into a boil your kettle, put them in there. I'll put them in the sink with the plug. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll kind of put the plug
the
shut.
Sink plug?
Yeah, put the sink plug shut, right? So I pop them in the sink with the plug you know what I'm saying, yes? With the plug, so that I'm pouring boiling water on them. So I pour boiling water on my plates. Do you know what I'm going to do, Joe? I'm going to stop. I'm going to look at you and I'm going to tell you what I'm saying, otherwise I'm not going to tell you it right. So I boil the kettle. Then I have my sink and I put my plate, just, you can do it with the clear plastic one as well, but the two outer plastic plates, put them in, pour boiling water on it, and then put something heavy on top of them while the water is cooling, right? So I, like a brick, or I'm trying to think what I used last time I did. I had like a big bowl. I think it was one of them cast iron, you know, that you put on the stove. Put that on top of it and then let the water cool. So you've got your plates inside with the water cooling. Then when the water's cool, not stone cold, but pretty cool, lift them out. I put them underneath the chopping board. We chop board on, and I put my Gemini on top of it, and I'll leave them overnight. So you've already had them. So they've essentially been warmed up with the boiling water with the heavy plate on. Then you've taken them out, you put them under the chopping board or whatever with something heavy on, and you've left them there overnight. They won't be poker straight when they come out, but they'll be a lot straighter. That mine were literally like bananas last time I did this, and it just gives them another lease of life. And also what it does, if your plates are looking like this and they look like a roadmap of Britain on there, then what happens is it kind of melts all of that back in together. So don't ever take a flame straight to it and try and melt it, because you'll distort the strength of them. But if you put them in warm water, well, it's got to be boiling water, and let it cool, it'll just smooth it all out.
Fantastic.
There we go.
There.
Right, top plate on here. I think I'm going, you see, this is the problem, Joe. Trying to craft and talk at the same time isn't always the easiest of tasks.
No,
but we're getting there.
Not. More photos coming in as well. I love it when you send us your pictures. Who's this one from? This one's from Felicity. Love this. With that Crafty Fun collection, got the caddy there.
Oh, Felicity, that looks great.
It looks beautiful, isn't it? Is that the same? Is that the papers that have been used there as well from the the paper pad? That is a beautiful, beautiful creation. Keep getting them in. Anyone want to send any pictures in? studio@craftscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send them to. Now, which one is this? Is this the caddy that you've got there, Sara?
It is the caddy indeed, and I am just cutting. I'm trying to use all my little scraps. Do you know what? My Gemini Mini would have been perfect for this, wouldn't it?
Oh,
and then
yeah,
I wouldn't
absolutely.
have to I could have cut all these bits, would have fit through that Gemini Mini, and it would have taken me a fraction of the time. This is why people always say, why would you buy a Gemini Mini if you've got the big Gemini? It's speed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not that so impatient I can't run it away in 8.5 seconds, but sometimes it's just, you know, whiz them through, quick, off we go, and we're ready to go straight through. So here we go. I've got all my bits now though, and I'm ready to sit and put my craft caddy together.
Fantastic. And this is a bit that you love, isn't it? Let's face it, the creative bit, the assembly as well, which is fantastic. Loads of you still commenting away over on Facebook. Remember, any questions that you've got, definitely get them in to us. You can pop us a little comment over on Facebook, and we will read that out for you. Sonia was saying that she was a sewer, and now she's a paper crafter. She's made the leap.
That, Joe, I'm hoping we're going to take the credit for that, because I tell you what, me and you have, I think we've converted a lot of people recently, let's just say.
I think so. Sandra's saying she loves her Mighty Mini. Karen as well saying, I do love my Mini. It is so fast. I saw the Mini and I thought, oh, people that have got a Junior or a big Gemini won't go for the Mini, but so many of you own it and absolutely love using it alongside. Of course, your larger machines absolutely still got a place, but for little quick jobs, I know a lot of you really, really love using it. Sonia says, that's a great tip, thanks Sarah. Since I have the large metallic Gemini, the Junior plates, talking about her Junior plates, but she's got 2 sets. Always good idea to have a spare set, I'd say as well, wouldn't you, Sara?
Yeah, you should always have a spare set, to be honest. I mean, yes, you can try that technique. The reason I ended up doing mine at home, because I'm terrible for just getting a new set of plates, Joe, if I'm being really honest. I'm just, I'm a little bit too lazy
to just keep on top of it. Well, it's easy when you own the company, isn't it?
I suppose so, yes. I just waltz in and get a new set, don't I? Yeah, and I know you'd say, it's all right for some, But, yeah, if you're being good, then yes, you can get a lot of use out of them. But for example, there where I came to emboss a stencil, and my plates, now for die cutting, it really doesn't matter that my plates have got all this stuff all over them. But when it comes to things like embossing a stencil, it really did make a big difference, didn't it?
Maxine says, I've got a go. Do I need a Mini?
You've got to go. Do you need a Mini? Yes, everybody needs a Mini. You just trust me, you all need a Mini. It's just going to make your life so much easier.
And Cheryl says, I have all 4 machines and I love them all, which is very interesting. If you've had your eye on a mini, then cartload tomorrow, just saying, might be a mini in there. So make sure you tune in.
Do you want my top tip, Joe?
I'd love your top tip.
So my top tip is cartload, because the morning show is previewed at 11 o'clock, right? Just because of how much time it takes our team to test all of the products, they will have just put, hopefully, all of tomorrow's cartload show live.
Oh.
So go and see if you can go and find your, if you are wanting the mini.
Yeah, go and see if you have a look. All of those products probably for tomorrow's cartload will be live now. Catherine saying she loves it using the mini when you've got no power. So crafting on the go, those kind of things, it's wonderful.
Should I get the mini out and show you? Because I've just realised that I missed a little bit. So it's calling out at me to show you how good the mini is, right? So I've got we've always got it down here. And you see, you don't need a plate. So when we're doing little quick bits of die cutting like this, I would have got the whole thing knocked out in a fraction of the time, because all you do is you get it and we go through the mini. 1, 2, 3, 3 seconds. 3 seconds, and then there's my die cut pieces done. It is as easy as that. So yes, and you go's brilliant for portability, but I would say if you're just wanting something quick and simple, the mini is where it's at, definitely.
Yeah, it is popular, very, very popular. Jane says, I'm kicking myself for not buying the mini when it was on offer with the carry bag. Well, Jane.
Wait till you see what we've got back in stock tomorrow, Jane. In fact, don't wait. Go and have a look at what's on there.
Maybe you need to get yourself over to the website and have a little look. Maybe the mini might be back with a free carry bag. You will have to go and check it out for yourself. Cindy Sue says, love you guys. We love you too, Cindy Sue. She says, plus Leanne and Craig as well. Glad he's doing well. Your accents make me smile, but might need a word definition. Chuckle. That's when you have like a laugh, but like a little wobble. It makes you a bit wobbly, doesn't it? A chuckle, who chuckles? I can't think of a good definition for chuckle. Can you, Sarah?
I don't know. Like, it just feels like something that everybody would know to me.
Chuckle's like a
chuckle.
Not a big belly laugh, just a little chuckle.
Just a little, yeah, that's cute. So, right, our craft caddy is nearly ready. So I'm just putting a little bit on the bottom here. I love these colours together. I love that we've been able to see all the different ones working together as well. So this is going to go on the back of the caddy, and we've stuck the other one on the front. There we go. Now, I've taken that long to make me caddy. We haven't got any bits to go in it, but I feel like that was the important bit. We'll stick a little flower on the front, should we? I feel like that was the important bit, because you can then put whatever you want inside. So I'll get you loads of samples to show you, right? But this one here, so this is done in all of them colours. This has got your paintbrushes. So these, yes, it's a little bit more fiddly, because what you're going to do is you're going to stamp them and then colour them in, and then you're going to cut them out, and you're going to cut them out with your mini. So that's set. If I just pull these up here they are, right? Super quick, super simple. Get this out. You can see you've got the stamps and the dies to go with. So all we do you know, I'm in for a penny, in for a pound, Joanne. I'm almost there on them. Let's have a go. We've got the mini there. So if I just pick all these up, we can stamp them all in one go, can't we? Yeah, I love it when I'm this efficient, Joe. It's unreal, isn't it? There's me little bit of scrap card from before.
Again, I thought we were...
I know, I was just going to... No, I've just decided I'm just going to show you. So, right, let's get that. So, if we're going to stamp, we need our... Let's imagine we're going to colour them with alcohol pens. So, I'm just going to get my alcohol-resistant ink pad now. We're going to ink them up. Actually, I've just realised if I'm going to fit them on some dies, we're just going to maybe take them a little bit further apart, then the dies can fit around them. There we go. So we'll get plenty on there. The rocker blocks, by the way, were on this morning's show. If you missed this morning's show, we did have a pretty awesome show this morning. It's a nice treat. I'll see if I can squeeze it and just walk you through again what we had on this morning's show, because it was really busy. There we go. And then if you want to cut these out, you then have the dies. So we're just going to take out, look at this, look how easy this is. That goes over the top. And do you know, I might even just take these one at a time so that I don't have to stick them down. This is how awesome that mini is. Don't you stick to there, mini. And then straight through. This is what we mean when we say speed, Joe. Speed crafting. And look how perfect that die cut piece is. So there's our paintbrush. And then I can go do the same with our little... this is a sparkle pen. So it's actually a crafter's companion sparkle pen. So it's perfect, isn't it? Joe's
really
just mesmerised.
Perfect. Sorry, I'm deep in the conversations on Facebook over here, just answering. There's just a little bit of confusion about whether all the rubber stamp sets are available in the US. What I'd say is, if it's on the US website, then it is available in the US. I know some of our sprays and adhesives are not available in the US. That is because of shipping restrictions and regulations. If there's certain product that isn't available in the US, it won't be available on the US website. And that isn't because we just don't want to send it to you in the US. There will be a valid reason as to why we can't send it to the US. So everything that's available in the US is on the US website. The same for the UK. If there's anything you can't find on the US website, then always go over to HSN. They have a great range of stock, and because of our retail relationship with them, we can sometimes bring it there when we can't bring it to our own US website. So that is the situation with everything, basically. That is looking gorgeous. I love this little stamp and die set. I think if you went for anything, I just love the little jar that's there as well with the little.
Do you know, you could make like a teacher's thank you card with this, or you know, something that the kids could be making with that. Look how easy these were, and we got them all perfectly done because we had that. Because we had the the Gemini Mini. We made it super quick and super easy, and then I actually made these as pockets. So all of this stuff, when it's painted up, you're just going to fill your craft caddy full of all your bits and pieces that you've made. How good's that?
Oh, it's fantastic. And that could be, if you've got other dies with things like lipsticks and makeup brushes and other things, then you could put those in there. Could be a little 1 minute, it could be an overnight bag, maybe the next thing, you know, it could be a craft caddy. It's completely up to you. Now, someone's asking about the craft mug. Does it come in the collection? It doesn't come in the collection. Tiffany's asking this, but it is available individually. Do you want to see it, Tiffany? It is this one just here, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I know you guys really do love this. Let me just grab you the price on it. It is the craft in a mug. It's $9.99 or $14.95 if you're in the US. So you can see here, you can make these fabulous projects, as you can see just here. Now, go over to the website, shop the show. The link, if you're watching on Facebook, the link is in the bottom of the Facebook Live, or on the homepage, you'll see shop the show there as well. Do you want to have a look at that bumper collection again and see everything that you're getting included in the Buy the Show collection? Well, here is a picture of absolutely all of it. It's those 4 smaller collections made up to make one massive collection, and you've got to get that free caddy included as well, which is brilliant. £80 if you're in the UK, $120 if you're in the US. Approaching half the stock has gone. This has been incredibly busy, this collection. Remember, this is one of the newest collections that we've brought to you, so it's wonderful that we can bring it back on such a great discount, and also why we've got all of it in stock as well, which is fantastic. Now, loads of you, of course, can take advantage of this discount. But if you were if you were platinum, well, you'd get another £16 off that if you were in the UK. If you're new to us and you're unsure about Club Inspire, then take a little look at all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there of Club Inspire. You guys absolutely adore Club Inspire. If you're not a member, then why not get yourself over there, because it is completely free of charge to join. Now, we did have a wonderful show this morning. We brought you a masterclass, and what you can do, if you want to, you can go over to Crafty TV and watch the whole thing back. What I thought I'd do is I'd just sort of whiz through some of the best deals that we had on the show earlier. So grab a pen and a piece of paper. We started off the show with a Harmony Quick Dry ink pad collection. Some great colours in here, your blues, your turquoises, you had your browns, your purples, your reds, your greens, there was loads in there, blacks and greys too. A really great selection of colours. £100 in the UK, $140 if you are in the US. Now, another one of your favourites, over half the stock went just in the show alone this morning, was the rotating background stamps. Now, these are a lot like our layering stamps, but what they do is they build when you rotate the stamp rather than laying another one over it. £25 to get 4 of these is fantastic value for money. $31 if you're in the US, over 20% off there. And we had a full Shop the Show collection. Now, this was a stonking deal. It was definitely a shut the front and back doors and put the bins out kind of deal. We were able to give you £180 saving in the UK, making it £200. You were saving $240 in the US when you've got all of those ink pads, you got all the storage as well, all the loads, more stamps than you could shake a pokey tool at. There was in that collection. Over 45% off there is what we were talking. If you want more information about it, you can go back and watch the earlier show. But actually, Sara, do you fancy giving us a little bit of a whistle-stop tour of some of the bits we saw earlier?
Well, in about 15 minutes, Joe, there's no way I can walk you through everything, but you said those background rotation stamps were the most popular, so I thought, do you know what, it's the same principle for all of the layering stamps once you understand about the ink, so I can absolutely show you those. Now, this is, let me just show you, let me get one of these stamps, this is the one I'm going to demo with, right? So if I get this out and show you, right, it's a pretty plain stamp. However, when we get this card, this is what I was demonstrating this morning, this colourway. What you do is you stamp it, and then you rotate and stamp it, and then you rotate it and stamp it, and then you rotate it and stamp it again. And then you end up, from one stamp like this, you get this background with all of these colours perfectly stamping and combining together. Now you see how crisp this imagery is stamped. That's a mixture of two things, Joe. Firstly, all of these stamps are photopolymer, so it means they're going to grab and take the ink really, really well. Secondly, the ink itself are these quick dry ink pads that we have. So for those of you who aren't familiar with our quick dry ink pads, let's have a look, I've got my stamp ready there. For those of you who aren't familiar, let me just show you on the close-up here all of these ink pads, because this is the whole collection. Now what we do is, in each one, we give you a light and a medium and a dark in the same colour family. And that's so that you can do the sort of technique that you see on the front of the ink pad. So once you've got the light, the medium and the dark, it means you can do layered stamping. Now, these stamps themselves, I'm not going to do the same colour 3 times. I'm going to pick 3 or 4 really vibrant colours to do this with. I do quite like the idea of doing these colours. This is what I did this morning, though. Let's pick something different. Let's do some nice autumnal colours. But if I just show you what we do is, I'm going to use the 8x8. We've got the stamping platform where we've got the base and the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my card in the middle here. So my card, I'm going to come 1 inch here and then 1 inch here and then let's have a look. So I'm coming in 7, so if I come along 1, can you see what I'm doing? I'm 1 inch along from each, and then if I come round this way as well, I'm at 7 and 1, 1 and 1, so we come down there. So we basically get all of our 4 pieces just lined up perfectly. So that card, that is right in the middle of our paper. Then on this one here, I'm going to take my stamp, and I happen to know that butterfly goes right in the centre of this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line it up so that butterfly literally sits in the centre of the design here. And go all the way around on the centre. Now I'm going to choose some colours. So I'm going to have a nice bright orange. So we've got Chinese red. Oh, should we have the orange? Yeah, the orange is a little bit lighter. So we'll have the orange. Should we have a nice greeny one? We'll have grasshopper. Then I think we'll go with a nice brown, I think. I never thought I'd hear them words together. We're using brown because we're going autumnal. So we've got the autumnal brown, and then, do you know, I might use the nice pale brown in there. Yeah, I might use a nice pale brown mixed in. So a couple of browns and then a bit of a pop of colour. So what you do, Joe, is you start with the lightest one first. So I'm just going to ink over all over with the lightest one. Now, if you wanted more colours, what you could do is you could just ink this over in brown. You could go over the little bits of your vines with the green if you wanted. That would look quite nice.
Do we need to worry about our stamp discolouring? I can see yours is quite pink.
Yeah, all of mine are discoloured now. Really wouldn't worry about it in the slightest.
Okie doke, always good to know.
Put my Crafter's Companion down in the base. What it does is it takes the colour from because it's photopolymer, it's going to take that colour perfectly. There we go. Oh, I do like that. Do like the sandstorm, right? I'm going to go on with grasshopper next. By the way, what you should do in between each one is just give this a little bit of a rub over to get your excess ink off that's gone into the background. So where it looks like the pink's actually dried in. The pinks, purples and turquoises just seem to always interfere with the colour on the stamp.
Do you know what it's like, Sarah? It's like when you make a chili con carne and you put it in your Tupperware and you bring it in for lunch.
That's exactly what it's like.
Why is it always forever red?
I don't know, but it doesn't come off, does it not? It's a nightmare.
No.
Put that down, but then instead of stamping, turn it round to the next place. So now, Crafter's Companion on the next place, and you're going to stamp the next one down. This stamping platform, by the way, is brilliant for those of you who want to do, if you want to do like stamping platform techniques where you put it down, if you've missed a bit, you can put it back down again. This is basically works like that because you've got a position in place for all of your feet.
Fantastic. Anne-Marie is asking, which ink pads would be best for colouring satin ribbon?
For colouring your satin ribbon, I would use these ones.
Okay, fantastic.
I would use the quick dries. That would be perfect.
Wonderful.
Right, I'm going with the orange now. So same again, lots of light little tapping all over here.
Do you know, Leanne's got a very special word for this.
What
is it? No, but is it pouncing? But I don't think that was pouncing, was it? I do get confused with Leanne. So there's a lot of technical terms when I work with Leanne. I do try and remember them all.
Sounds good though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think pouncing's like if you've got like a sponge applicator in your
yes.
I think that's what pouncing is. She's here on Friday. She should write us a little key, a little sort of technical term.
She should, and you know,
cheat sheet.
We're lucky to have her in on Friday because she's coming in. You guys asked me Was it last week? I think it was last Friday in the colouring show. So last Friday, for our Colour Me Happy show, we did a masterclass with our Spectrum Noir Classiques, right? And do you know what? It's fast become one of our most popular shows of the week, this one. Just so you know, I'm going down to Crafter's Companion. I'm going to turn 3 times now. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, you guys asked me about the colour blend pencils and how to use the colour blend pencils over top of your Crafter's Companion pen, your stamps. Look at that.
That is beautiful.
Lovely?
What a wonderful colour tone.
Gorgeous. I'm quite pleased with that. Now, do you know what I've done? I've got little bits of ink over the edges here. It doesn't matter though. This all cleans up. Before I make a mess on my base card here, let's clean all this up now. Right? Oh, do you know what? You know when you just got more mess? That is a well-used baby wipe. I should get Joe. I forgot to bring it over again.
Do you want it?
Have you got yours? Now he gives me it. Now I've just finished.
Oh no, I haven't. I've lost it.
Eat what we like.
I reckon that Leanne's had it, you know.
Right, I've done this and I've actually cut 4 of them down. I used slightly different colours
Oh
this
no,
time.
I found it.
Ah, so I cut 4 pieces down, and I'm just going to make. I'm going to make my base card up here, Joe, as well, so you can chat while I.
It's coming in.
Microfiber cloth, and it's on its way. Here it is. That's what you need to be using to be doing all of your cleaning up. Makes all the difference. Now, watch what I'm doing. Notice I'm using my collal glue instead of the. I'm using the collal glue instead of my tape pen, so that I have some manoeuvrability time, which you will see in just a second.
Wonderful. Should I say I'm waiting patiently for my platform to arrive? Linda says, will Sara be having the Illustrator class on the 8th?
Yes.
Will we?
Exactly as I planned. So, no, it's not on the 8th. Let's have a think about this.
Is it a week on Friday?
I think it's the 15th. So, what we're going to do is, we're doing, this Friday we're doing Colour Blend.
Yeah.
Then the following week I've been, by so many people have asked if we can do more on the metallic pens. Because you know how we did a metallic masterclass, but we did more focus on the ink pads than the pens.
We did indeed.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a whole masterclass on the pens. So if you want, try and get all of them pens before the show, and then you can join in on the show day. So I'm doing metallic the week after, and then Leanne is going to come back and do Illustrator the week after that.
Fantastic.
So we've got the next few weeks of the colouring shows all lined up.
Loads to look forward to for you. Cheryl says, I wasn't paying attention this morning. Oh, Cheryl. But she says, when you demonstrate, I'm quite perturbed. Is that the right word? I don't know. Sometimes, do you ever get words come to you and you think they're right, and you think, I shouldn't say them because what if they really are the wrong one completely? I'm not sure if that is the right word or not. I hope it was. She says, anyway, now that I've seen these stamps, I'm now totally going to buy them. They are wonderful. Carolyn says, hang on, Joe, didn't Sara nick your microfiber cross last week as well? Where's the one that she stole last week? Not another one.
Do you know, I don't know. I don't know where they've gone. We have them out. Do you know what I think? I think when Jilly comes in to tidy up on a night, she's maybe putting them somewhere. There's maybe got a new safe spot, and we just don't know where it is, Joe.
It's really safe, though.
We're going to find all the microfiber cloths in a spot at one point, aren't we?
Sophie has dropped a question in for the craft lit. Can I use stick and spray on the back of my stamps to store them on laminated sheets?
Oh, yes.
If I don't have the easy mountain sheets.
Absolutely perfect. That's exactly what it's there for.
Karen Horn saying, that's exactly what I do with mine. Shadai says, got my metallics, waiting for the masterclass. Week on Friday then.
Yes, you see, that's why. So a lot of you got the metallic pens and are saying we didn't do enough tutorial on the metallic pens, which is why I'm going to do a whole metallic pen masterclass the following week, right? So that we'll be able to go through everything and answer any more questions live as well.
It'll be fantastic. The colouring sheets for this Friday, I believe, will be on the website. Oh, they're ready right now on the website. Oh, fantastic. Go over to the website, Crafter's Companion. It's / Colour Me Happy. Now, I always forget what they're called. What I call them dashes. You know the little... What are they hyphens? See, there's a reason.
Is it colour-me-happy?
That's the one, yeah. See, I'd say colour-me-happy.
Dash me too.
But definitely go over, get that downloaded, ready for Friday's show. But you've got loads coming your way before then. You have got double cartload coming up tomorrow. Don't forget about that. Also, don't forget as well about the HSM preview for you guys in the US that's coming up on Friday. That'll be at 10 a.m. On the East Coast.
Can I, while you're reading comments, Joe, can I show samples of
Yeah,
those
I'd love you
stamps?
to.
Because I'm loving that. Apparently, these have got really busy again. Now we've been showing them. They were super busy this morning. So it's nice just to give you a bit of inspiration. And the great thing is, obviously, that yes, the £25 or $31 gets you all 4. Or we have a multi-buy. If you just want to go for 2, you can go and have a look on the website. They are on a multi-buy if you just want to pick up 2 of them. However, what I would say is they are just, once you start using them, it's a brilliant way. Do you know, you would pay a fortune for printed papers like this. You would pay a fortune for them. But what I would say is go and check out the whole show from this morning, because if you're going for the background rotation stamps and you are also going for the main, all of the ink pads, you might as well stretch a tiny little bit further and get what's on your screen is literally all of the stamps and all of the ink pads and also the storage container, the storage trays and the we've got storage trays and the stamping card. Literally everything that you could want if you're doing these, if you're using the quick drying pads and the layering stamp. If you just want to master the layering stamp technique.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, you can go back and watch the whole show back if you want to this morning. They live kind of indefinitely over on Crafters TV. So craftsandcompanion.co.uk.com.au. Click Crafters TV in the top right corner and you will be able to watch all those shows back, which is fantastic. Let's just give you a bit of a whistle-stop tour of that earlier show though and give you some of the best-selling products. So you've just seen the rotating stamps, perfect for creating beautiful background panels. These £25 if you're in the UK, $31 in the US. You're saving a fifth there, which is wonderful. Now, ooh, a big bundle. This one, you've got all of the ink pads, all 24 in there. You've also got all the ink pad storage trays that you'd need for the ink pads, all the stamps, the rotating stamps. It really is. There's more stuff than you can shake a pokey tool at in there. You've got white stamping card too. You're not far off half price. And in fact, if you were silver or above in Club Inspire, you'd be saving more than you were spending there with that collection. So definitely grab that one whilst we have it. The Crafty Fun Papercraft bundle, very busy across all of these individual bundles as well as the larger collections now. £20 to get you all of that. Now just the Sealed with Love die, there's 18 dies in there and that's $14.99. So you think for an extra £5 you're getting the stamps, you're getting the stencil and you're getting the embossing folder as well. It is a fantastic deal for you. Oh, we've got the sewing collection for you. 5 pieces in this one as well, so the value is fantastic. You've got Going Dotty, that lovely stencil. You've got the So Pretty stamps in here, as well as the Hoop Trio. You've got the sewing machine, and you've got the craft box stamp and dies within there as well. £20 or $30, you're saving a fifth there. We've got the art selection for you as well. You've got that beautiful stencil that Sara used as an embossing folder, which is a traditional trellis. You've got the artist palette, the stylish stationery and the tools of the trade as well. All of that coming your way, £20 or $30. All knitting, something that I know lots of you love, or maybe it's crochet. You've got a bit of both in this one. £20 gets you all of this. So you're going to get in there the Knit and Natter metal die. You're going to get the Stitch with Love metal die. You've got the Needles and Yarn, as well as the Cute as a Button cut and emboss folder. Makes the most gorgeous frames. And you've got the Crafty Notions embossing. I want to call it embossing folder. It's more of an embossing panel or border, I guess. Very, very busy for that one as well. However, do you want all that great value plus an extra bonus freebie as well? That's what you've got, because when you go for them all together, we'll also include the caddy there as well for you. Very, very busy on this as we come to the end of the show. £80 or $120. There's also some other bits I really want to give you a heads up on again as well. So the 12 by 12 paper pad, a lot of you coming back to stock up on this because you'll have gone for Crafty Fun, but you'll have now used that paper pad, or maybe you've got it home and it was so beautiful, you haven't used it, how about grabbing another one to use, or stroke this one and use the one you've got. You've got it in a 12 by 12, you've also got it in a 6 by 6. It's over on the website for you. Also, don't forget about all of that gorgeous cardstock that you've got too. So you've got the luxury pearl card. Oh, what am I like? You've got the glitter there. You've also got the matte mirror, and you've got the mirror too. It's all over on the website. I've had a lovely double Sara day today. How's your day been, Sara?
I've had a lovely double Joe day today. It's been fantastic. And do you know what? It is wonderful to get so much opportunity to come and craft with everyone. I mean, even just in this show, I feel like we've covered quite a bit from the basics. Don't forget, we made that lovely book right at the very, very beginning. If you want to learn, you want to go and do that book back again. Even if you're just doing the little mini envelopes, I think the little... Here we go. Should we manoeuvre this around so you can see all of my lovely cards that we made? I taught you the trick where you use your stencils for embossing folders. We made the little miniature envelopes. We did the little book in there as well. We did the... Oh, this is brilliant. The do your own little craft caddy. We made that from scratch using all the different types of card. And we just squeezed in that lovely demo with the background rotation stamps. So, do you know, as far as creative cravings go, I have certainly satisfied my creative craving for the evening. Don't know about you, Joe?
Oh, I've got a craving now though for a lovely chicken and chorizo stew. So that's the craving I'm going to go and satisfy now on my way home. It's been wonderful. I've really loved it. The week is far from done. We're what, 1, 2, 3 days in. You've still got 3 more days of fun to come from us here. Oh, there's some good. It's a good one, isn't it?
All the deals tomorrow. I can tell you, it's a good day tomorrow.
There is
you want to be up for that preview.
There's something really special happening tomorrow as well. I can't say any more than that. We better go before I spoil the surprise. Massive thanks again, Sara. Thanks to you. We'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Bye.